Hello, beautiful souls. This is going to be the weekly love reading for the 17th to the 23rd. Let's start with kind of an overall energy, a basis for how you're feeling. Let's see. How are they feeling? How are the wonderful people watching right now feeling about love, romance, specifically? How are they feeling about it? How are they feeling about it? Okay. Got two cards coming out. Unfulfilled. Encouraged, though. Encourage is on the bottom, which I like. But unfulfilled. Dissatisfied, incomplete, purposeless. So, literally feeling like there's a hole in your heart, feeling empty, feeling like you're missing your other half. Like there's no... Oh, here's the thing. We definitely need to work towards that as human beings. We have to work towards that self-love, self-acceptance, self-worth, not looking to other people to fill our needs, but there's a loneliness here. There's definitely a loneliness there. And compassionate, empathetic, caring, and sympathetic. It's a very delicate, fragile situation. Like, your love life feels very delicate and fragile. It feels very... like almost like you're not walking on eggshells, but you have to be careful. You have to be careful how you lead your love life. So this could be like you have to be careful who you choose to allow into your life. You have to be careful who you allow that space for, and maybe that's why it's making you feel a little bit empty. Or you could feel unfulfilled and dissatisfied in a current relationship. But I don't know. If you do, is it because you're compassionate, the other person's not compassionate, or the person's compassionate but you're not? There's the connection's not the same there. Like, it's not it doesn't feel equal. It doesn't feel the same. I'm just gonna leave it at that. What else for the beautiful souls watching right now? What do they need to know for a romance for the week of 17th to 23rd? Use your voice. That's what I'm saying. If it's not the same, or if you're feeling unfulfilled, use that voice. Use the power of words. It's like magic. It really is. I know that it's not remembered in the moment, right? Like, we forget that our words are very powerful. They can be poison or they can be love, right? All right, what else? What else? So there's something here where you have to communicate and you're being asked to communicate. Nobody said it was easy. Love is never easy. If love is too easy, there might be denial there. There is no perfect love. There's no such thing as a perfect love. Every relationship is going to have its issues, and every person is going to have their issues. It's just how it is. You can heal all you want, right? But just because you heal old things, you're going to get new things to deal with, right? Today. So it's a constant cycle, but that doesn't mean that it also has to be 100% hard. That's ridiculous. A little bit of issues is fine, but a lot of bit of issues is not okay, right? So let's see. What else? Enjoy the little things. If you're... Oh, I didn't even because I was looking left because my cat is dealing with issues. Hold on, let's get that too. Oh my God. Hold on. Oh, okay. Shh, that's enough. So, I'm telling the cards to relax. If there are problems in the relationship, if you're in a relationship and there are problems, going back to the basics, okay? Even if you're single, actually, it doesn't matter. Single or in a relationship, going back to the basics is your part of your guidance. Try to remember why you got in the relationship, or try to remember why Well, actually, that's sort of a little bit of a distraction, right? But maybe you just haven't gone on a date in a while, right? Maybe life has been getting in the way of life and you guys haven't been able to enjoy each other's time, enjoy each other's company. That's what I'm getting with that if you're in a relationship. If you're single, enjoy the simplicity of the dating scene, of going through courtship. There is something simple about it. Try not to make it so complicated, right? Like sometimes we go into the dating scene with like, I'm looking for the next person to spend the rest of my life with. That's a lot of pressure, right? Just go into the date or go into the dating scene thinking, let's just see where this goes. There's a freeing energy there. Now, support. Supporting your loved one and your loved one supporting you if you're in a relationship. If you're single, finding support while you go through the dating scene. And if you're looking for a partner, make sure that they are supportive, right? You can't, or again, unless you're trying the whole, let's just see where this goes. But still, I mean, either way, you can't be with someone who's not supportive. There's something specific about September. Could be upcoming September. Could be the September that just passed. Okay, September 2024 or 2025. But I'm even, for someone, September 2018. Holy crap, that is very specific. Where were you in September 2018? What was going on at that time? There was a lot going on in Leo. I'm trying to remember. There was a massive Leo eclipse, I think, that year. That's a long time to go back. That's 6 years, but I'm like a fish in love with a bird, wishing I could fly. Again, it's not the same. There's differences, and that's okay. That's how, sorry if you can hear my cat meowing. There's, almost like on two different levels. Excuse me, maybe you want two different things, but one's a bird, one's a fish. You're a fish, they're a bird, or you're a bird, they're a fish. There's no connection. There's no synchronicity, right? Like you're not in sync with each other. And that's okay. That happens if you're in a relationship. Some days you're not, some days you are. But if it's constant and you realize there's nothing left, like you have nothing in common and you don't even want the same things out of life, then that's an issue. Songs are your biggest messages right now. Okay? You're getting a lot of messages in songs from your spirit guides, from your angels, but also about this situation. I'm going to end with tarot, which I don't normally do, but I want to keep going with the oracle cards here, and then we'll get into that. Let's see. What else? What else do we need to know about romance and love? No. What do we need to know? What are the people watching right now? What is in their best interest and their best support? I knew there was something about seeking the truth. I knew it. Yeah. All right. I want to talk about this first. Win or lose. Win or lose. If there's no connection, if you're feeling unfulfilled, I asked how you were feeling. Remember, you're feeling dissatisfied, you're feeling empty, you're feeling incomplete, you're feeling like there's no point, there's no purpose. So that can turn us into some pretty cold people, right? When we get to that point and there's nothing left, we can feel so empty that we can just feel very, very detached. There's that. So pay attention to that energy, right? Cultivate that energy, love that energy. Not cultivate it, but love it, nurture it. Yes, thank you. Nurture yourself as you go through this period, right? Nurture your loved one. Let your loved one nurture you, because there's the guidance here. Two of Cups to come together, to see how there's still a hole. There's still a disconnection there in that heart, even in this image. There needs to be some connection. It's because it can end, right? If there's no connection, and you're just going through your day, and they're going through their day, and there's like you and your loved one, you and your partner are just kind of living your own lives, the excitement's gone, right? And unfortunately, sometimes one person or both people choose excitement elsewhere. They look for that excitement elsewhere. They look for that spark of love elsewhere because the spark of love is gone. So there's a message here to come together for that. Try to find that spark again if you can, or try to heal it, try to fix things. That's always the first guidance, right? I know a lot of people are always like, oh, leave that person behind. But if you haven't tried to fix it yet, then that's not really fair to the relationship. Try to fix it first. See because, again, sometimes life just gets in the way of life. If it can't be fixed, and if there's really nothing left there, then you can do with that information what you choose. Now, there's also another message here. For those of you that are in a relationship, it's going pretty well. There's a union here. There's a very powerful union here that feels like, I don't know if it's been the last year, again, September, right? That was like, what, 6 months ago? 7 months ago? But there's definitely something here about 9 to 12 months of cultivating, of growing a relationship, letting a relationship mature and being able to come together. But the 6th and 7th months has been proven. The 6-month period of a new relationship, that's the full test. That's when the true nature of both people come out psychologically. Okay, so all like if something hasn't come out by the time it's 6 months, then someone's lying to themselves, because usually you know the person pretty well by the time you've been with them for 6 months. That's my point. Excuse me. So and there's been studies done on that. Okay, that's not me just talking bullshit. So now is the time to kind of nurture the relationship, I guess is my point. Trust. Helpless and hopeless. I feel like there's trust issues. Especially with starting a new relationship, or again, maybe if you're single, putting yourself back out there, there's a trust issue there. This feels very scorpionic in nature. I haven't brought up one single zodiac sign, but there's almost like a Scorpio or Pluto energy that's going on here. It feels very like a lot of deep suspicions, a lot of deep trust issues with honesty and integrity and truth. Then there's that helplessness and hopeless, unfulfilled twice, right? This is kind of the similar energy there. So if you're feeling helpless and hopeless in love, then you can feel like you're in a win or lose. You feel like it doesn't matter. Actually, it feels almost like a lose-lose. But taking a chance, win or lose. I'm seeing like rolling the dice. I'm seeing flipping a coin, which can be two different messages, right? You can't just flip a coin and hope that it lands on you don't settle. Don't settle on the next person. Don't settle on anyone. No one should ever settle on anyone. Doesn't matter if it's the next person or the current person. But there's also the other side of that. Take a chance on love. Don't just leave it up to fate. There's actually quite a few memes out there, isn't there, where it's like, oh, I wish I could meet my partner by just sitting in my room all day. You gotta try. There's a need to try if you want to try, if you're prepared to try, if you're ready for love. There's definitely not a problem. Oh, excuse me. There's definitely not a chance if you have a problem with going out and trying. But don't feel hopeless. Don't feel helpless. Oh, I got a card that fell on the floor. Let's see. Look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. Again, very delicate. I feel like your love life is in that globe, right? And you have to show yourself love and show the other person love and just show love, like love. Number 11 there, a higher self. Let your higher self kind of guide the situation. There's obviously something that someone's going through here where it's very difficult and it can feel helpless and hopeless. And it can feel like you've got no choice, or it can feel like your hands are tied. It can feel like it's just kind of going where it needs to go with no control on your end, but you do have control over it. And you do definitely have control over not feeling strong enough, because you are strong enough. Receive with love and appreciation. Gracious acceptance is a way to show love. The peacock spirit animal is coming up, so look what that means, because I'm definitely seeing that. Also goldfish. There's no goldfish, but I'm feeling goldfish. I see a goldfish. So look those two spirit animals up. But gracious acceptance is a way to show love. Yeah, accepting either how you are, how the other person is, or accepting your love life, because it is what it is. But accepting it in a way that's empowering, not accepting it in a way that's disempowering, right? Because you can say it is what it is in a very negative, pessimistic way. Or you can say it is what it is in a positive, optimistic way, right? accepting and then changing, or accepting and then moving on. The heart of the matter. There's more going on than meets the eye. Getting to the root of the problem, getting to the heart of the matter, whether you're in a relationship or not. What is the heart of the matter, right? What is really going on? What is at the center of it all? That's always so hard to shuffle this deck. All right, we'll just... it's one of my favorite decks, but it's still very hard to shuffle. Let's see. Last bits of advice here. Six of Swords. Six of Wands. Wow. See what I mean? You are heading in a beautiful direction. Okay? You're heading in the right direction. Strength is in the reverse. I don't even usually do strength or reversals with this deck, but I'm definitely feeling that because, again, there's like an issue of feeling strong enough. But, yeah, everybody's got their backs turned. Someone needs to open up more, or you both need to open up more if you're in a relationship. Because, yeah, this is, someone's definitely feeling... Look, everybody's got their backs turned. The King and Queen of Wands, wow. It's the same suit, too. Have their backs turned. But look at that Queen of Pentacles. She's got her availability showing. Two queens and a king. I'm telling you, someone might seek elsewhere. That's just human nature. So... there needs to be an opening up. There needs to be a, let's talk about this. Let's deal with this. Let's look at the heart of the matter. Let's get to the root of the problem. Because I'm hurting you, you're hurting me, everybody's getting hurt. Or everybody's feeling, you know, I feel like you feel unfulfilled and so does the other person. Somewhere you both have a hole in your hearts. I don't know if you've already hurt each other in the past, and that's why it feels so helpless and hopeless. But needing to open up and get to the truth, being honest. Honesty is the best policy here. I'm really, really feeling that, okay? Now, Six of Swords and Six of Wands came out first, meaning there is a direction of success here. This relationship can be successful. You just need to know how to get past the muddy waters, how to get past the treacherous sea that you have both been through together. Now, if you're in if you're not in a relationship and you're single, all right, still, same thing. You need to open up. You need to let someone in. You can't be closed off all the time. And you can't let the wounded part of you take charge, take control of your love life, because you will immediately think this person's going to hurt me just like the last person did, right? There's very much a stubbornness here, whether you're in a relationship or you're single. You need to get through that stubbornness. You can't be stubborn, right? Let's clarify this. Six of Wands. There's that Queen of Pentacles again. So, again, nurturing, caring, knowing where to put the work and how to put the work in also, and taking time to do so. You got that Nine of Swords with that Six of Swords. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely fighting some uncertainties. Again, whether you're in a relationship or not, there's a lot of anxiety, sleepless nights, maybe some fear. Six of Wands, Seven of Cups. Making the right choice, maybe that's where the fear is. Not knowing what choice to make. You do know what choice to make. You got to look within. You got to look at your heart. What does your heart want? You will get what you want. And once you figure out what your heart wants, you will get that. That's what these cards are saying. Strength in reverse. How do they find the strength to deal with this? How do they find the strength to deal with this? Magician, knowing that you are resourceful. You have everything that you need, right? The Wands, passion. The Pentacles, reality. The Swords, truth. And the Cups, emotion. Putting that out on the table and seeing what you need to do with it, right? But also knowing and remembering that you are the magician of your life. You are the master creator. You decide. You get to decide. You have the power. You have the control. Knight of Pentacles. Just closed off Knight of Pentacles here. Ten of Wands. Again, it's a lot of pressure. A lot of anxiety. A lot of stress. There's an overwhelming sense of responsibility that you need to look at, because it's making you stubborn, it's making you unwilling to move forward, and it's making you completely stopped in your tracks. So you need to know how to work through that so that you can open up and continue moving forward. King of Wands with his back closed off there. Page of Cups, reconciliation, forgiveness. Let's talk about it. Let's get to the root of the problem. Let's get to the heart of the matter. All right? Because at the end of the day, if you're in a relationship, you do love each other. If you're single, again, there's really a clear message there. If someone extends a chance, if someone extends a love offer, give it a chance. Try it out, right? If you feel like if you're comfortable with it. But if you look at the person and you're like, okay, they don't want kids and I have kids, or they live like 4 hours away and I don't want to have a long distance relationship, that's fine. Then close that off and get to the next one, right? Don't leave something open. There's definitely that message there. 9 of Wands. Oh, there's 3 different cards that want to come up for this. 7 of Wands. 5 of Pentacles. Page of Swords in reverse. Wow. And look, bottom of the deck, 8 of Wands. Yeah. Yeah. The wounds there, the trauma there. This is trauma. This is basically what this is. This is emotional trauma, the emotional pain body leading the charge here. And it needs to be healed. There's a part of you that has rejected energy, abandoned energy, a part of you where there was lies, manipulation, the truth wasn't the priority in the relationship, and communication sucked. Every other day there was a fight. Now, if this is the current relationship that you're dealing with, again, deal with it then. Deal with it, whether that means fixing it, healing it, trying to get the relationship back on track, or cutting it off. I mean, you do with it what you need to do. As long as communication is at the forefront, whether you're single or in a relationship, communication is the key. Okay? Communication. Hope that helped. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you in the next one.